Hi Sagittarius, this is your prediction for May 2013 with me, Lada from Lada, and it's for everyone who have their ascendant, sun or moon in Sagittarius. Always check the ascendant sign. It's very important. If you know your time of birth, you can know your ascendant sign is the most personal sign of all, and usually it tends to show you the real events that happen around you. And the moon and the sun as well are very important. Some people feel the moon more, some people the sun. So you have to check and see which one corresponds to you. And sometimes every month it might be different. One of these three signs that are key for you might be giving you better results than other times. So what's happened if you're Sagittarius influence in your horoscope? Well, there is a big conglomeration of planets triggering your sixth house. From the second part of April, you will feel it, and the first part of May. And the sixth house is a material earth house. So you'll be involved with solving tangible, practical, material problems. And sixth house is the house of problems. Well, it might be that this month is a little bit more stressful than other months for you because it makes you focus on issues which need fixing and improving in your life. Things that you maybe have been sweeping under the carpet, maybe something in the house needs changing or fixing, or maybe something at your work, you need to reorganize your work, make it more efficient, or in your business, you've been reading some documents till now. Now is the time when you can be really good at detailed work, at tackling those tedious jobs that usually people find boring and that they don't like to pay attention to, they don't like to do so much. Those repetitive jobs, you can handle them much better now. So you can deal with your problems and issues that can crop up with much more drive right now. So in the face of difficulties, you'll be more fearless and you'll be more willing to tackle those. Even if you're not someone who likes such kind of things, now the 6,000 is triggered, they come, so you have to deal with them. So after that you feel more masterful at dealing with problems, fixing especially tangible practical issues of such nature. And the sixth house is house of duties, responsibilities, work, service. So a lot of you will be working quite hard as well. A lot of you focus now on career, on debts. Sixth house rules debts, so you might be consolidating your debts, or how they call it, or maybe borrowing some money, or maybe trying to deal better with your debts till now so far. Or sixth house, as I said, is work, so you might be given more duties and responsibilities that you have to work harder on, and you just find yourself like sixth house is the house of the apprentice, so having to work behind the scenes. Basically is the house of the servant and the apprentice, and you know how the apprentice has to do all this ungrateful job and all those detailed jobs without getting paid or without remuneration. I'm not saying you're not going to get paid or anything, but you might feel at moments that you're doing the dirty work right now. And when you fix and do all this dirty work, all the details of daily life, of your routines, you can improve in some way. Your work efficiency, your productivity, you can increase in some way. So the rest of the year can run much more smoothly. So now is the time when you do all those things which organize your year, those practical things which organize your affairs better, and after that you can move on to more important things for you, because this is almost like the basis of how things will run for you. If you sort out those details, those errands, those practical issues, then you can be relieved. If you're at least like me, you hate doing those things, but when the sixth house is triggered, you know how to do it better, and you learn how to do it better. So you become the apprentice, you become the servant to some extent to others, and more duties, more responsibilities. And also you can perfect yourself. So it's a period of perfecting yourself. You might be hard on yourself and more critical, because sixth house is the house of Virgo. So it brings out Virgo qualities in you. Even though you're not a Virgo, you become more self-critical, critical towards others. You strive for perfection. You strive for improving everything. So you'll be, right now your focus is much more on the details than on the big things. Don't make big plans for the future. Especially the Sagittarius if your ascendant is Sagittarius, the moon is like sort out the small things in your life. sort out the small things that give you problems, so small things that have to be improved, routines, and also health. Sixth house rules the health. And what are the health routines we have? Are you working out or no? If you're not, if you're particularly bad at keeping your health, so eating bad food and not having a proper regime, stressing too much at work, now your health issues can start cropping up. If you're feeling a bit off, it's a sign. Those planets want you to pay attention how to have better routines in your life, how to have more purity and cleanliness in your life through your diet. So it's a great time to make a detox, to help your bowels. Sixth house also rules the bowels, rules the stomach. So detox does, not the stomach, where all the waste materials are. What is it called? The bowels and the intestines. So detox yourself. 75% of all illness comes from the intestines, from bacteria in the intestines, lethargy and all kind of stuff. So it's a great time to detox now, to cleanse those. So basically you're doing a checkup on your body right now. And if you're younger, maybe you won't feel that. But for those of you who are older, I definitely recommend this cleanse that you're doing, to pay more attention to health. It's good to start workout regimes right now, because you usually just come more to the surface for you this month. So it's like this part of the year, the end of May, the end of April and part of May is like check time for you. Just like people go and put their car for a check once a year, the same way you go and do a check for your body, you do a check for your for how your house is running, how your business is running. So you're taking inventory right now, you're looking how all the systems are working, and anything which is not working well, you try and make it more efficient. It's a great time to improve efficiency, to improve the environment, to improve the conditions for work and the routines. So I hope I managed to explain this properly. And then from the middle of May onwards, all those planets start moving into your 7th house of relationships. So once you sorted yourself out, once you've checked yourself out and you've paid more attention on the running your physical body, running your material circumstances around, dealing with the material demands of life and problems and responsibilities, then you can start. Then from the second part of May, all the focus goes into relationships and dealing with others. What can you how to do equal give and take relationships, how to be in more productive partnerships as well. Some of you might meet someone new from the middle of May onwards, because there's a lot of planets just triggering your 7th house, and Venus is there, the planet of love, in the 7th house of relationships. So you might meet someone charismatic, and you might become also more in a more loved up state of mind, willing to open yourself for others. And those of you who are single might meet someone new. Those of you who are married might just have to spend more time with your partner, pay attention there, or do some projects together with partners. Or those of you who are not into the relationship state of mind, they just might be surrounded by more people, having to pay attention to others, having to cooperate with them for certain stuff, for issues. And those of you who are business people, who work in areas of life where you give and take, exchange services, maybe consulting, maybe trading, trade, where there is trade, where is give and take equal. Your business will become very busy in that period, because 7th house rules all those things. So get ready for more clients, for more interactions with others, get ready for more trades, trading, or whatever. If you're selling and buying, all those things can get a strong push in the second part of May. And there is also an eclipse happening in your sign. It's an eclipse happening in the 4th degree of Sagittarius. So everyone who have their ascendant or their moon from the 0 to the 8th degree of Sagittarius will feel the eclipse, or those who are born from the 24th to the 30th of November, but mostly 26, 27, this is the exact degree that the eclipse is triggering. They have, this eclipse is happening in their sign. The eclipse is happening in Sagittarius. And it's the last of the eclipse for 9 years happening in the sign of Sagittarius. So it's some final big changes that can happen in your life. And eclipses are life changers. Eclipses are something that can turn your life around, suddenly, unexpectedly. So there might be sudden change in career for some of you, sudden change in the direction of your life, sudden change in the with important things in your life. If it's over the moon, maybe property, home, family, emotional issues, your health. If it's the sun, might be the career, might be authority figures, male figures, that could be those big changes with your goals in life. And it might be for good or bad. This is one thing, only your horoscope, only your personal horoscope, if it's looked at, can be said what these changes are. But usually, usually the eclipse takes out something old to make space for something new. So even if you're feeling fearful, because an eclipse in your sign, it means like the sun is hidden from you. The sun is the light is hidden from you. So when you lose the light for about a month during the eclipse, you feel fearful, more paranoid, more worried. Usually those degrees, if you're those degrees that I mentioned, which can, create a lot of unsettling feelings in a person. And there might be sudden changes in relationship because of those sudden changes that are happening in your life. Or just, even if there's nothing happening, you just might feel just the fear that something is about to happen. This little, like a little earthquake happening within you, And I just want to warn you not to succumb to those fearful states. It's just an indication that something new has to come into your life and you have to let go of something old. And unfortunately, it's very hard to tell exactly what will be unless I know your horoscope. And, but that's only for those Sagittarius, I said, those degrees, from especially the 4th degree, ascendant or moon. But 4 degrees before and 4 degrees after, so from 0 to 8 degrees in Sagittarius, or those born from the 24th to about the 30th of November, you have to remember something can happen now, a big turnaround, and it can be just indication. It might happen a month or two before May or a month or two after May, because eclipses tend to last the influence for a few months before and after. So just keep that in mind, even in June and July, or even for the month of April as well. And last number of people that I want to mention is those who have their ascendant from 17 till 24 degrees in Sagittarius. 17 till 24 degrees in Sagittarius. They're having Jupiter passing their 7th house. And Jupiter passes there once in 12 years, and Jupiter is the great benefic, is the one that brings us happiness, that brings us growth. Whatever it passes, the 7th house is love and relationship. So for some of you might be married, some of you might be meeting someone important, some of you might be improving a relationship that had problems. Some of you might be starting a new business partnerships or a new business. 7th house rules new business. 7th house rules also moving to live in foreign countries, so doing something with foreign countries, which can be beneficial because Jupiter brings it. It happens with ease, with growth, with a sense of purpose. It's not because you are fearful that you do something there. It's because you feel inspired and because it feels good. So yeah, those of you who are single and have their ascendant from 17 till 24 degrees in Sagittarius, well, go out, be out and about. You might meet someone now. Or even if it's not the love of your life that you meet, you might have more interest from others, from the opposite sex, or just you might find that you attract people now who help you in your life somehow, who gives you direction, who are helpful to you, who in some way bring something new and good and positive into your life. Thank you.